Off we go to Fortress DeViare. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Okay. So certain NPCs will want to speak to you and may do so as you approach them. Others will need to be interacted with directly. Okay. If you want to try talking to an NPC, hover your mouse pointer over the NPC you wish to speak to. If the cursor becomes a chat icon, you can right-click on the NPC to begin a conversation. Let's do just that. This is cool. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I see. As a fresh recruit, I presume you were drawn to the Fortress DeViare by reputation of arcane mastery. Is it true it is true some of the finest practitioners of the arcane have studied here? Whether you will be one of those renowned few is yet to be seen. What specifically will you be studying during your time here? I'm a wizard. Indeed, by the looks of it. A reasonably adept one at that. This is good because our wizard trainer is on leave and won't be returning for at least a week. You should be able to manage on your own until then. In the meantime, I will send you to the Battle Master for further instruction. I've already sent word to him to have the necessary supplies ready for you upon your arrival. Understood. 2 things before you leave. First, take this key, which you'll need to gain entry into the Battle Master's arena, which is where I'm sending you next. Hold on my hand. Secondly, take this ability scroll and learn it. You will find 2 more scrolls in the crate by the entrance to this chamber. Grab those as you leave. I want you to spend some time getting familiar with those abilities. That is all, young wizard, until we meet again. Okay. You have received an ability scroll. Press the I key to open your inventory and right-click on the ability scroll. After the learning process is finished, open your ability codex by pressing the B key. Okay. Once your codex is open, right-click on the ability you want to use in combat. Action abilities will automatically go in the first entry slot on your action bar. Utility abilities will go in the first entry slot on your utility bar. Okay, so we open our inventory. We have our scrolls here. We have Ember Blast, which you're going to right-click to learn. Okay, now it's in our codex. We open that up, so we see Ember Blast. Wizard skill deals between 19 and 28 fire damage and causes the target to burn for 15% of the damage dealt over 3 seconds. Gives you fire focus. So the way wizards work is every time you cast a spell of the same focus type, so that could be fire, could be cold, could be arcane, it increases its potency. You gain spell haste, spell critical, and damage. So it also comes with an increasing cost to the spell. So you'll see that in a second here. So we have Ember Blast in our codex now, and we want to add this to our action bar here, which we have to do. There we go. So just right click on it. So that's done. We see the mastery. Okay, so here's the mastery for Ember Blast. At 1 mastery point, it's reduced cast time by 0.5 seconds. At the second mastery level, so I can actually increase the mastery points right now. So I've reduced the cast time by 0.5 seconds. The second level, increased burning damage to 30% of damage dealt. And then the last one, unlock the windswept advantage. So I'm just going to add them because that's what we're doing. So that's Ember Blast, 1 skill. Now we said we have 2 more in the chest over here, so we need to go open this chest. And there we go, we get Blast of Cold, Mana Skin. So let's take them all, I'll show them to you. Blast of Cold, level 2. We're level 20 by the way, so I can see that on my character sheet here. I'm a level 20 wizard. Scribe it. We're going to scribe both of them and I'll show them to you. This one is Mana Skin. Okay, so they're scribing. We're going to open up our codex. See Blast of Cold. Deals between 17 and 24 cold damage. Slows the target's movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. So it's again cold focus. So this is a different type of focus and when you use a spell of a different type of focus, it resets your focus accumulation, so you don't get the advantages anymore. But so that's sort of the trade-off. So at 1 mastery point, reduce the cast time by 0.5 seconds. At the next mastery level, reduces target movement by 40% for 4 seconds. And at the final mastery level, unlock windswept advantage, which is pending. It's not in the game yet, but nonetheless, there it is. Look at Mana Skin. Gather strands of resilient mana around you, increasing your total health by 8 and your armor class by 10. So the mastery for this looks like it's not active yet, so that's fine. I'll show you the details on all these too. I'm not going to read them, but you can see them, screen capture them if you like. Okay. And then you can also set the macros. So the macros rather. So we're going to need to right click on all of these. So gather strands of resilient mana, increasing your total health by 8 and your armor class by 10. So obviously we want to cast that on ourselves. Seems like it would be one of those ones you really want to have on yourself at all times. Except target type self. Okay. Well, it's because I'm trying to cast a cold blast on myself. I was trying to blast of cold myself. That was the problem there. So you can see now I've cast Mana Skin on myself for the buff. Okay, so now he wanted us to go see the Battle Master. You know what, before we do that, I need to check this map. I saw it in the co-stream and I wanted to check it. And we're gonna get a good look at it first person because that is something that is interesting to me. I promise I won't take too much time with the lore, but we're gonna do some lore stuff for sure. Okay, so we are in the library right now. We saw this in the co-stream, so we can kind of remember sort of where we're going here. We look around a little bit. There's Lieutenant Sonia Jago. That's okay, so this was the starting area. So if I remember correctly, the training room is this away. You know, I know Co picked up everything along the way, but we're going to do just a few things. Just a few things along the way. Okay, carry on. So, I believe this is the Battle Master's room. Why is that? The seal of Fortress DeViare's Battle Master. Oh, so it's okay. So it's a little indicator to tell you you are in the right spot. So we used our Battle Master key to unlock that door. Let's go get the rest of our skills. So cool. This is so cool. I don't even know what to say. I'm completely immersed right now. I know it's cliche to say that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not, because I am. Battle Master Graylin. So when you finish combat training with the training dummy, leave the area and hit escape to exit combat. Okay. Hello, Battle Master. Ah, our newest wizard recruit, welcome. The Magus told me you would be reporting today. Magus. You will excuse me, I have little time for discourse at the moment. However, I've prepared your ability scrolls in a couple of crates along the back wall near the resting quarters. You should also grab a staff among the training weapons you'll find on the wall to my right. Once you've done that, you have full use of the practice dummy to my left here. Feel free to take some time to familiarize yourself with your new abilities. When you're finished, you should head deeper into the fortress to find Diagracius. He'll get you started with your cave training. That's all, recruit. Okay, so he said the staff was in the crates to his right, which would be over here. Bag. We received a roomy satchel. How nice. A roomy satchel. We now have 3 roomy satchels. All right. You don't have permission to open that. Well, he said we could. Okay, fine. Maybe it's over here. Probably me, but along the back wall. Okay, well, let's go to the back wall and get near the resting area. You know, we're just gonna look in every single crate there is. It's gotta be this one, right? It's gotta be these crates. There we go. All right, take all of them. Oh yeah. All right, we got some scribing.
Nathan, can you see me?
I saw you. Yeah, I see you right now.
Ah, man, I was hoping I was stealth even from you. I was telling my anyone viewing that I was gonna try to push you down that hole, but if you can see me, that's not gonna work well.
Well, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. So if you could have, it would have definitely taken me aback.
Okay, so we are scribing a lot of stuff here. We are, and some of these are upgrades to the ones we got, and I'm going to show all of them in a second here. I'm just going to finish scribing. We're doing arcane chords here at the moment. Now, brand of cold. And then brand of embers. And shock of cold, finally. All right. Now we open our codex and we see all our skills. So, okay, so first up, glint. Interrupt an enemy's spell casting and silence them for 2 seconds. Very obviously very important. And to see the details. Mastery points not implemented, that's fine. We're going to scribe this to our spellbook. We have magical stigma. Brand an enemy with cursed markings, reducing their magic resistance by 2 for 2 minutes. Okay. Good debuff. Details of that. Ember arrow. Hurls a bolt of blazing mana that deals between 60 and 72 fire damage and causes the target to burn 15% of the damage dealt over 3 seconds. Mastery points are in. We can reduce the mana cost by 10.
Hey, Debs, is there like a way to light the torch? I'm too dumb to figure out
And
how to do it.
increase burning damage by 30%.
In your equipment, you mean?
Yeah, I've got it equipped.
And it's not lighting up?
Oh, never mind. I'm even dumber than I originally said. I got it.
We can knock the target off balance for 10 seconds at the highest mastery level. So this is very, very good. So again, it's in the fire focus line of spells, fire focus grouping. So it becomes cheaper. It increases the damage by quite a bit, a third of the damage, and knocks the target off balance. So in Pantheon, you put NPCs into different states. So they can be like burning, they can be chilled, frozen, that kind of thing. So this is off balance for 10 seconds. So I don't know exactly what that, how that can be taken advantage of, but I'm sure some of my group mates probably have ways of doing that. Look at Frozen Spike next. Hurls a bolt of frozen mana that deals between 60 and 72 cold damage and slows the target's movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. You look at the details here. Mastery reduces target's movement by movement speed by 40% for 4 seconds. Guaranteed critical hit if target is drenched. So again, you see one of the status that you can put mobs into, one of the states. And critical hit freezes the target in place for 5 seconds at the highest mastery level. Goes in the spellbook. Now you can see we have more spells than we have slots for, so we're going to have to make some choices here. Next up, arcane chords. So again, this is in a different line. This is in the arcane focus. Bind an enemy with chords of mana, rooting them on the ground for 10 seconds. That's a very long root. That would be quite useful. And I definitely think we're going to be taking advantage of that because we don't really have a crowd control party member. We're going to need to do this. So 30 mana. Okay, so there's the details. The mastery is not implemented. Okay, we are going to put that on our spell bar for now. Brand of cold. Brand an enemy with frigid markings, reducing their fire resistance by 2 for 2 minutes. Okay, mastery. Okay, so we're not going to put that on our bar because it's a very specific thing. Brand of embers. Brand an enemy with fiery markings, reducing their cold bat resistance by 2 for 2 minutes. Okay. Again, a debuff that we don't necessarily need at the moment. Ember Shock. A sudden shock of fiery mana that deals between 26 and 33 fire damage to an enemy. If the enemy is burning, the spell has a 50% chance to critically hit. Very cool. Here's the details. Here's the mastery. There's just so much, right? The highest one's not in, so it's just pending. There's just so much, and there's a lot to learn, obviously, and so it's going to be tricky for us. And we're playing this in a very limited space here, but to try and get a really firm grasp on these skills. But yeah, I'd rather have it too complicated, not too complicated, but more complicated than too simple. And lastly, shock of cold, a sudden shock of icy mana that deals between 23 and 28 cold damage to an enemy. If the enemy is chilled, the spell will freeze the target in place for 3 seconds. So it's in the cold focus line. So we're going to put that one as our last on our spell bar, our action bar rather. So there's the details. The mastery at the first mastery point, reduce cooldown by 2 seconds. At the next, increase frozen duration to 5 seconds, and the last one's not implemented. So that's all of our spells. Now we I don't know. I kind of want to group them up a little differently here. I don't want to try and get them together so that they're organized a little better, because that, again, like I said, you want to be casting spells. I mean, you don't have to, but it seems to me you get the most out of your spells by doing them using the same school focus consecutively. Okay. So we've got a magic resistance debuff. Basically, we've got 3 debuffs: a magic, fire, cold. We've got a root. We've got and then just a lot of direct damage, and a lot of it which places conditions on the foe. Okay. So now we've got this. This guy's staring at us. Hey, what's up, bud? Okay, so let's try out some of these
So I have a
things.
question for the devs. My shaman master told me to retrieve scrolls from the chest, which I believe is right behind me here, but it says that it won't open.
Yeah, let me check it out.
What was your question, Bass?
Master Aloe told me to retrieve the scrolls from the chest, which I believe I'm looking at, but so when I click on it, it says the chest won't open. I can't find a lock or latch anywhere. When it says to like use Walk the Ages, which I do. Oh, never mind. It works.
Nice. Yeah, I jumped to you to see, and like usually happens in game development, it works when someone else is watching. There you go.
Yeah, it's just your presence.
We believe you, Baz. Sure, it was a problem. Uh-huh.
Yeah, just like my torch was a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to feel left out, Nate.
I appreciate it, man. That was a big step you took there. I appreciate it.
Okay, so I've demonstrated some of the spells. I think all the spells that I've got. No, I didn't cast, so I'm going to actually replace some of the ones so that you can see everything. This one I did not do, so let's take... I think I cast Magical Stigma on this guy. Let's do it again just in case. Okay, so we're going to actually dump that. We're going to get Brand of Embers in there. We're going to dump Arcane Chords for now, Brand of Cold. I think those are the only 2 I didn't put on my bar. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at those. I need to target the dummy. You dummy. Okay, so we need that staff too. Before I do that, before I forget, I want to put the proper ones back on my bar. You know what? I'm actually going to keep that on the bar, I think. I definitely want Arcane Chords. A good root spell for 10 seconds is pretty good. Yeah, you know what? We're going to take that one off. Okay, well, let's find our... Where's that staff? Is it in the bag here? Uh-huh. No. It's a quench torch. Can't be lit again. Okay. The quest to find our staff. Where could it be? You'll find on the wall to my right. Oh. Yeah, it was like a weapon rack, he said, right? Not in a chest. So where's that weapon rack? Is it in here? Nope. This guy has a secret. What's up, Rald? Let's whisper. Oh, Shello's over there has some greedy ears. Anyhow, I've been here for a long time, newcomer. When you've been here as long as I have, you start seeing things, hearing things. More importantly, you start learning how to do it. For rogues, it's easy. For the rest of us, we need a little help. What is he going to give me? That's stealth in a bottle, newcomer. And bottles like that don't come easy. A sly grin creeps across Rald's face. It only has one charge, so use it wisely. Or don't. It matters not to me. See you in shadows, friend. Ho ho ho. What did you give me, Rald? A shadow vial. Sweet. Can I put this on my bar? Okay, well we're gonna remember that. So basically we can go stealth when we need to. What about you? What do you got to say? Nothing. He has nothing to say to me. And this door's locked. Okay. There's the staff. Yay. Training staff. Okay, we've equipped it. Let's go. Let's do some mage melee. What do you say? Okay. We have meleeed enough. We need to get out of here and press escape. Look at that model. Hey, hey, hey. New halfling model, looking pretty good. A good looking elf. It's a sort of, we've been invited to a group. Okay, so we've looked at the wizard stuff now, so we need to go, where do we want to go now? There's somewhere I want to go that I want to check out from Co's stream we didn't get to see, so we're going to go back here. And there were these stairs down here. I want to take a look down here. There's Mr. Nathan Napalm. Hello, sir. Looking fine. Damp, mildewed air fills the room. Torches do little to alleviate the humidity.
What are you down here looking for, Therek?
I was looking for anything, and I found you.
Oh, okay, okay. You see a key, you let me know, because there's supposed to be one down here. I couldn't find it.
Okay. I will do that.
Where did she say to look?
Behind one of the training dummies in the basement. I was actually going to go back and tell her it wasn't there.
Did you get the perception pings here, Nathan? It says these dummies are stiff with bellies full of green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reach out and look and feel with your mouse too, Nathan.
No, we're poor. We can't buy any of this stuff. Unless I sell some stuff. What can I sell? Is there anything he wants?
Nice.
Well, I don't think we can get enough for the commendation, which is what I want. But we're not done yet. Can I just like take his stuff here? Okay, so I have a feeling there's a key behind here. I'm climbing the walls. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna do some lore explore because I don't have all the time in the world, so we're gonna explore some lore. There is some lore that we need to see. We've done the wizard stuff. We will come back to this if need be. Okay, so let's see here. Where do we want to go? You know what? This door here, I hear breathing as if someone was just on the other side. We're going to go back to the library where we started. Now that we've done all that stuff, we can talk to our fellow here again, too. New to the Vice Wizard? So am I. Trying to find my way around without getting in the way of Master Ray or Faux Monsieur. Faux is a bit of an odd fellow, but a lot is odd to me about this place. Where are you from? I was born in Demeth. Fortunately for me, my family moved to Avelia when I was still young. Avelia is still a small town outside of Thronefast, the human capital. Well, of course you must know that already. I suppose everyone does. I trained in the Arcanery under Hoffa the Proven. She really is the best instructor in Kingsreach, or so I'm told. Waffa is the gatekeeper for all acolytes who hope to join the Arcane Cordon. Sending me out here to DeViare is an honor, actually. What's next for you? I will be studying under Master Ray. I'm thankful for the opportunity. He's got a bit of a reputation back home. I picked up a few other things here and there as well. They say Count Gallion DeViare has grand expeditions to the frozen northlands of Frozenocta. He's even up there right now, or so I'm told. Suppose I might get to visit there one day with him. What an honor that would be. Yes. Well, goodbye, Key. Very cool. Very cool. It's a written letter. The writing flickers and fades as I try to read it. So many things. Okay. The one thing I'm looking for is the Book of the Availoth, which we saw before. I believe it's over here. Study well, wizard. There it is, the Book of the Availoth. Okay, so we have seen some of these. We have not seen all of them. The ones we haven't seen are in the Book of Contempt. We have not seen all of Osaria and Lucera. So I'm going to scroll through this because we need to see this. And we have not seen Ultheros and Beery. Very cool. So basically these are the evil members of the human pantheon, if you will. For lack of a better
So
term.
if I have the officer's commendation, how do I get this sweet armor?
That's in the armory.
Yeah, I'm in the armory, but
It's also a bug where you can't actually get it, and it's fixed. We actually just found it today.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Not for you guys. Now the good news is that armor will also drop in the cave. So
Hey, cool. Totally scammed to buy it anyway. So,
How did you get enough money to afford it anyway? I was
dude,
looking for that.
I'm exploiting the stuff coming back a little bit.
I tried to sell everything. I didn't have enough.
I also did some really nasty, dirty work as a dirty dire lord that put me ahead.
I should have known. Should have known.
I feel awful about it though.
Yeah, I bet you do.
tell you're really torn up. Hearing your voice.
New cavern root pulverized. How exciting. Curious gemstone. Highly valuable gemstone set on a golden stand. It is also enchanted, as the longer I hold it, the more my hand burns with pain. Look at that. Liquid within this bottle even swirls even before it's touched. Tall silver flask. Afraid that one might break if I pick it up. Alright, well, let's keep going. I really wish this map had a... It does! How did I not get it before? The northernmost region says Froja Nocta, with an unintelligible word scribbled below it. Nearby are a delicate drawing of a flower and a skull. Below Froja Nocta, in the middle of an expanse of ocean, are a small string of 4 islands of descending size, marked Azure Isles. The isles curve inward like a talon, crested with a small icon, and the title Fortress DeViare. The large ocean is labeled Bethrel Sea, and a drawing of a great swirling storm in the midst of it. Beneath the drawing there is the title, The Feuds. The outer edges of the storm have been scrawled over, as if adding to its size over time. In one corner of Froja Nocta is a winged beast, possibly a dragon, but it bears no name. My god. Ermagerd, that's cool. Very cool. Can we talk to Tulis Ray? He has nothing to say to us. This is Foe. Okay. Boats leave every few days. You could get on any of them. You could get on any one of them you like. Look. Dragon head. Cool. Click on it. Nope. I already took it here. Oh yeah, these are just the same spells I already have. Book on the floor. A misplaced book. Azel Fane's Tome of Failed Enchantments. The pages seem to have grown as I leaf through them. It seems remarkable that this Azel fellow lived long enough to record so many errors in his craft. Oh, I see. The introduction says it wasn't Azel who recorded these writings. It was his brother Idle. He gave the book its cover after Azel turned himself into something like a manuscript. And, oh dear, I'd better put this fellow down gently. What? Okay, all right, we'll figure that out later. There's something to see there, that's for sure. So many books, so many books. Books and scrolls. Okay, so let's move on from here. And where else shall we go? This is that statue, right? We've seen that before. Sure, take that. So with this, again, this is the very beginning, the entrance. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see where to go. Look at this. This is new. This is new. These boards are new, but the cave beyond is far older than this fortress. Cool. Oh, lots of people in here. What's in here? The chest won't open. I can't find a latch or lock anywhere. Kragol. We can talk to him. I don't speak Wolfkin. Wolfkin? What the Wolfkin? Apparently this is a Wolfkin. But very cool. Curious stone. The stone is heavy yet sounds hollow. Oh man. So Vesna. Cool. What is that? Celestium shard. So Celestium shards are used in crafting, we know that. So that's what it looks like. A silver statue of a winged dragon. I've seen this before. What did she say? Where there is no current, there is stillness. Where stillness, peace. This is Phyllis Killane. Phyllis whispers calmly without turning or opening her eyes. Please leave me in peace while I listen to the wisdom of the water. I wonder if we can go down there. I don't want to take a chance. Master. What's his name? Master Aloe Redfair. I welcome you to the Sacred Chamber. Welcome to the Sacred Chamber. I must ask that you keep a low voice and uphold respect towards those who are quietly reflecting in this place. Okay. Can do. What's that? Light root. The ends of these roots are whittled away, revealing a luminous inner core. An egg-shaped object sits atop a ceremonial display. Okay. So we have talked to everyone. We have looked at everything. Talked to Guard Newell. Welcome to the Sacred Chamber, wizard. Cool. Sacred Chamber, eh? I think, should I cast a fireball on those? No. No. What's down here? Climbing. To start climbing down, hold the shift key as you run towards a ledge. Your character will automatically turn and grab the ledge to attach to the wall below. Or attach to the wall below. Once you are hanging from a ledge, you can press back to begin climbing down, or press forward to pull yourself back up onto the ledge, or press spacebar to fall to the ground. To climb up, simply run towards the surface or object you want to climb. If it's climbable, your character will begin climbing automatically as you continue holding the forward movement key. Okay, so we're going to hold shift. We go into climbing mode as we're sort of half on the ladder, which is fine. Climbing endurance. So you can see up here, my climbing endurance is falling because I was climbing and now I'm stopped, so it's going back up. Your endurance will decrease quickly while actively climbing and more slowly while hanging on a sheer wall or ledge. Once your endurance reaches 0, you'll detach from the wall and fall. After climbing, it's a good idea to rest for a moment to recover your endurance. Okay, let's do it again. Down we go. God, this game's cool. All right, here we are. Which is where? We don't have permission to open that chest, so we can't do that. Nor that one, but we are in a room with a table and a looking ogre, big looking ogre. You dare enter my presence, wizard? Be gone. Why? What's wrong? Mogro Shavai has nothing to say to you. What about Nosa Shatheris? Nope. Yeah, these people don't like me. I think this is the might be the Dire Lord starting room, something to that effect. Lord Zekrathane, linger here, wizard, and you will drink my rage. Okay, yeah, I just want to read your scroll. All right. Get out of here. I don't want to piss that guy off. He's not friendly. But cool area, that's for sure. Okay, let's get our endurance back. Let's try climbing in first person, see what that looks like. Up we go. Moving on. So we are back here now. Where do we want to go now? I think this is the only way we haven't yet tried. Oh, well, we haven't fully explored yet. Hey, what's this? Marble tabletop. Decorative game of marbles. This match was left half to finish. Left half finished. I can't speak. So let's... Oh, there's a note. Curious message. A posted letter that looks like a formal announcement. It reads, "Attention, due to the rise."
So once I came in the
disturbances.
room where the dungeon begins, I'm assuming that's... I need to wait for everybody, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go have a coffee if you want.
I mean, you
start...
can feel free to try. Feel free.
No,
Yeah.
okay. No, it's okay. I'm gonna explore some more DeViare here.
All right. Just so everybody knows too, we'll probably be starting in about 30 to 45 minutes.
Awesome. Sounds good.
We'll see where you guys are at by then.
And guys, I just have to say real quick, because I don't want anybody to miss how cool it is. There's some stairs that you go up. Sorry, I'm totally lost, or I'll tell you where. But it's near where you start, I think. And if you got to go look out the window, you got to do it.
Oh, I forgot about the window. Thank you for reminding me, Nathan. That's awesome.
It's good advice. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go check it
It's
out right
so
now.
cool, man.
Okay. So we gotta go check out the window because remember in the co-stream they looked out the window and they didn't really get a good look out of it. We didn't spend a lot of time there. We're gonna go do that next. So this posted message: attention, due to the rise in unsolved disturbances on the fortress grounds, all guards stationed on
I
patrol.
have a question about that actually. So
no exceptions.
I know that this area is designed more for, prospective investors and publishers and things,
I
but
already know what you're gonna ask, and the answer is yes. We will be using it in the game. It's a genuine place. It has genuine lore that's canon, and it'll probably go through some cycles of iteration and development and be tweaked a little bit. But this is all canon lore, canon setting, and
yeah, you read my mind. So I'm assuming though in the launched version of this zone, we're not going to be able to just walk up to armor racks and get whole suits of armor for free.
Just to interpret that a little bit more, a lot of this is not only condensing the content and condensing the gameplay experiences, but it's also meant to just showcase what's possible. So some of these things, like there could be a place, where you go in and you grab a set of gear off of a rack. It doesn't mean that we're going to be handing out gear like that sequentially and in some kind of progressional order. But yeah, it's a showcase of what's possible in Pantheon and how it could all come together in concert to create an experience. But it's highly curated and not indicative of what you'll get in the main game.
Awesome. So I'm noticing like this is a very perception based kind of tutorial, but is in the launched game, are you still planning on there actually being like a process to become a keeper in the first place? Like is the whole perception system still very just like optional and kind of like an opt-in type system?
Yes, it is. This again, because the perception system is unique as a differentiator in game system, I wanted to showcase it and make it kind of the centerpiece because it's new. But so in other words, this experience it's meant to be indicative of what the experience would be like for a keeper, and a very like adept keeper at that. So it's giving you kind of an accelerated, like, this is what a keeper who's a high-level keeper who's already invested some good time in insight and investigation and kind of the wealth of information that would open up to you. If you were not a keeper, like a very large portion of this content you wouldn't know about. And if you were a younger keeper, then you would have stirrings and you would have things that were alerting you that there's a lot here that you aren't yet able to perceive. And the way that the perception system is going to manifest down the road with some more development time is those stirrings will actually be recorded for you, in the sense that you'll know the zone, the location, and in some cases even more granular information of that on when those stirrings and where those stirrings happened, so that later on you can revisit that and see if there's anything more that you can uncover there.
Awesome. That actually answered my next question. But so for the people though that like aren't necessarily as interested in the lore and everything, are there any other incentives why somebody might want to become a keeper other than just curiosity and that sort of thing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think a large portion of the impetus is truly whether it marries with that desire in the individual. And you could say the same for crafting. Now, the difference with crafting is that there's an economic potential where you may not like crafting, but you see that you can make some money and you want to do it that way. There will be aspects of the perception system that allow you to kind of benefit from it and even benefit others from it. You know, when Pantheon launches, the perception system will probably be like the best thing to compare it to would be like a supernatural Sherlock Holmes in a way, where you will be able to. It's not about just uncovering things in the lore and in the environment and in the setting, but you're going to be able to solve problems, mysteries. You're going to be able to, you know, shed light on things for NPCs and in some cases other players in certain situations. So it's not necessarily going to have the same economic impact that crafting and harvesting will, but it's going to have a very significant social impact on how you're able to kind of put pieces together for other players, interpret things in the game world, and in some cases even, you know, there's already a few plans in place for really significant events in the game world to be unlocked and shepherded by keepers. So there's going to be a lot of that social kind of horizontal social aspect that is the reward for keepers. But like I said, I'm not gonna lie, you know, it really is designed to be a system that you get out what you put in. So some people might become keepers and they just like having a little bit of extra flavor, and that's great. Some people are going to take it as deep and as far as they possibly can, and the system needs to and will have lots of ways to reward players for doing that, just maybe in some different strata than crafting with. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, definitely. I remember you talking in the past, though, so, like, you know, there's the whole perception system, and then there's just regular, just kind of, you know, regular quests that most people are more familiar with. Is there a UI difference so that you know, like, what is a perception storyline and what is more of, like, a quest? Because it seems like I've only ever seen that, like, perception window.
There is a difference. It's pretty subtle right now, and the differences will be more pronounced when, you know, we have a dedicated UI UX designer and can breathe some more life into that. But if you go back and you watch the very first stream we did in PA5, like the Shakeout one, the very first pop-up window is what the current non-perception pop-up dialogue window looks like, and it's what basic quests and basic dialogue with NPCs use. And then the one in the keep right now that has kind of the flowy blue ethereal kind of stuff around the border, that is the sightstone at the bottom, that's the perception specific window. So like I said, it's kind of subtle. I mean, it you know, like, you know, the keepers need to have a very, very cool aesthetic to their tome, like the keeper's tome, and the perception related stuff. It's only going to get better when that UI UX person or persons can really crank up the juice on that and make it look super cool.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Is it I noticed that in our inventory, we got that loot and the 5. Is that just to teleport us? Like one takes us back to Ferret Hell, one brings us back here. Is that what that is?
Yep, those are there for evaluators. It takes you to a place in Ferret Hell with some NPCs that will level you up to level 30, 40, and 50 and give you the gear for those levels, and then send you off to level appropriate zones to. So it's meant to be the addendum to the this eval dungeon experience that you guys are having. Yeah, so it's not anything you guys need to use. I mean, you can. I don't have a problem with you hopping over to Fairthale and back, but don't record it. I don't want to record any of that. If you recorded some of the beginning where you guys were in Fairthale, like, I don't think that's an issue at all. I think that would honestly be kind of cool. But the place that loot
We
takes
did.
that place the loot takes you to is not meant to be recorded. It's more of a fabricated lobby type place with some NPC like trainer portal. Like it's yeah. So
It's functional only. It's not.
It's
It's
exactly
not
that.
it's not gonna be in game.
So if we already did that,
Yeah.
yeah, don't
It's a
don't
good thing you're not streaming live, I guess.
note
No.
to self, edit out. You're all hearing this right now, but what are you hearing about? Nobody knows.
The portals too. I don't even think those zones are up. So to go to the other zones right now. So
But to reiterate, that location at the beginning where you zone in for the first time on a new character, that area, as long as you stick on the path or close to the path or whatever, that area I think is great to show because it's a very finished area of Oldwood. It's beautiful, and I think it could. That's why we did that because the eval dungeon's very tight. You know, it's tight. It's dark. That gives you this beautiful breath of, you know, fresh air and shows you how vast and awesome and epic, you know, some of the game world is. So I think that would be cool to include.
Yeah, we might have to chat because I ran around there quite a bit and then I portaled back, so I'm gonna have to see what I'm allowed. We'll talk about it later.
Yep.
I got the smooth key. I don't really know what that opens, to be honest.
It's the stairs right by the entrance area there. When you go up, I think what's his name, Mazric is up there. There's a door right beside him that uses that key. It's up where that
Oh,
window
wasn't
is when you
that
looked out
one.
the window.
That wasn't that.
I think the smith key's the one that opens.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yep. So I got a really cool rogue quest, guys. I had to assassinate somebody.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, I had
I
to
saw
kill
that you
somebody
killed
too.
somebody. Yeah.
Did
Oh, you
get
guys did
paid?
too?
Did you get paid to do it? No, I got paid a whole silver.
Boo! I
Whoa,
thought maybe
hey.
it'd be fun.
So just to clear that up, that's a Dire Lord quest, but Assassin's Guild rogues also get access. Had you chosen Hidden
I
Society,
did.
you would not have gotten that.
Oh, that's cool. So I got in there because of that. Yeah, I picked assassin. That's cool. So that mattered.
I went back in that room by accident, being lost, and that guy attacked me again. It scared the crap out of me.
I feel like I'm way behind you guys. Like,
Yeah, I didn't do that either, Paz. Don't feel bad. I went and checked out that window though. Did you guys see that big creature, like that werewolf-looking creature standing out there?
what? No, I saw guards. I
Dude,
didn't see a
yeah,
werewolf.
In the
Alright.
shadows, like, and there's like a mist, like in the far back, and there was this huge werewolf-looking creature.
You know what's funny is like because I'm a dwarf, I could barely see out that window.
I saw
had
you.
to jump. I felt like Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Like, can somebody get me a box?
I was standing right there, and I was trying to get out of the way so you could see. And I saw you kept jumping up. I'm like, poor bastard, he's too short, he can't see.
So do you guys want to hear something really important?
Yeah.
I may have made 2 daggers.
You crafted?
I saw him crafting. Didn't you see it in the chat box? It said mine. I saw his little blacksmithing bar going up.
He's practically a grown-up now.
Yeah, I may now have 2 daggers.
Aren't you anti-crafting?
Yeah.
Daggers are important.
Despite my best efforts, Ben.
I'm not anti-crafting. I just would like other people to make my crafting gear for me.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like paying other people.
And
to
there's no
support
problem
them.
with that at all.
I like to think of myself as a patron of the economy.
Right, right. I just want to keep the economy alive. You know, I don't want to. No reason for everybody to craft.
I don't want to lie. I'm so lost all the time.
I think my only cool discovery so far is that I was talking to some gnoll or something, and he was speaking a language I couldn't understand, but I found an item that allowed me to understand what he was saying and have a conversation with him.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
I just
awesome.
realized I didn't get any abilities. They said in the training room.
Yeah, they're in the in those crates.
Yeah, if you go back down to the Dire Lord starting area, as long as you have the full kind of exchange with your guildmaster with Zekra, then are you a shaman or a Dire Lord?
I'm Dire Lord.
Yeah, as long as you kind of talk through his full dialogue with him and everything, you're in the shaman area right now, Nathan.
Oh,
If
that's
you
where I
come
started.
back out and instead of running towards Guard Hidge, take a right. And then head down there.
I'm super happy it'll be in. This place is cool. I'm happy it's gonna be in.
Has anybody done any cooking? It's quite
I
fun.
just wanted to be the world first dagger maker.
I just made an apple glazed trout, which increases my intellect by 1 for 15 minutes. So,
Hey, congrats.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. Literally.
You and your intellect.
I got some smart fish to help the brain out here.
So here's something interesting. I stole the dagger and I think I put it on, but I was supposed to actually give it to him.
Did she say here's a question and then make a statement?
Maybe. So to finish this quest, I'm supposed to give him the dagger I see here. Do I just click on him?
Well, so did you right click on him?
Oh, he gave me the key. The next task was to steal the desk, but I can see you've done that already. The quest log didn't seem to update that. That's where I was confused.
Ah, roger that. Okay. That sounds like I think I know what the issue is there, and just consider yourself lucky. You get to run around with Sonya Jago's dagger.
Of course he does. That's awesome, Minus.
I already outcrafted her. Maybe I'll give it back to her.
Man, I'm cooking
Be
up some
like,
serious meals
Master
for you guys
Crafter
here.
Don't need your daggers.
Yeah.
I'd like to give you your dagger back as the master crafter. All right, so after you talk to the person that's dying, I don't know where to go after that. Do we just go check in there? That's where we can go in? I should really read things.
The person that's dying, meaning like the person who has the Celis sickness, the Celestium sickness.
Yeah. Yep.
Spoiler alert.
You're kind of you're kind of where Nathan is, in that you guys are ready to kind of start delving down in there, but you need to bring some friends.
Nathan.
I'm setting up my abilities and I'll be right there.
Let's shoot to head in as a group around in about 20 minutes or so. If that works for everybody.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
I should be ready by then.
Baz, he's still like in the first room. I'll probably be ready by then.
Therek's still reading books.
No, I limited myself to the books. I moved away from the library eventually. I'm now focusing on wizard spells. So.
may be roguing. And I might be real dead because of it. I have died.
Congratulations.
I think there was a vote that I would be the first dead, and that was not on purpose.
This is a WF night for you.
That's not. I'll trade that one. Let's trade that one.
Yeah.
Nathan, would you like the world first death? I was trying to smoke trick my way through and be sneaky, and I failed.
So has anybody tried soloing so we can put that to rest?
Yeah, ish.
It didn't work. It didn't work out so hot.
No.
Never mind. The issue is not at rest today.
You guys can pick up the swords and shields of these dead guards. I mean, they're not going to need them, right? You cannot, however, pick up the fork or knives.
Only a rogue would even want to try to do that.
But you're not going to take. You're a dire lord. You're like
Dude,
cut from the same cloth. You're not a paladin.
Listen,
guy.
I'm a paladin who just happens to be a dire lord today. And killed an innocent man, possibly. How often I'm going to be able to hang out with you minus when the game launches, dude. You're too chaotic evil for me.
Nathan, get it. Let's go. Pull it.
All right, you want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it. Just stay away from crystals. These crystals really hurt stealth, bro. And my life total. Get it.
Sorry, I'm talking, not by pushing. Minus, did you get that item that helps with that? The glyph?
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 glyphs.
Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna have to head. I might get out of the crystals.
Do you want to kill the one across there? Do we want to go to an off push to talk here? Because we're going to be grouping up soon. I'm going to change that real quick.
I'm getting scared, dude.
Okay.
We need to go
You
back.
guys all cool with that?
I'm talking to Adela right now, so I'd be pretty much. I think that means I'm ready to go for the group content.
All right, I am now on voice activation. You guys good with that?
Yeah, I'm switching mine too.
All right. Yeah, I was talking to Nathan on stream, but not Abe for reals.
Okay, I'm off push to talk.
All right. Careful, Nathan. We may have a repop. Oh man, those crystals really don't work well with stealth.
Okay, I'm off of push to talk as well. Alright, hey, I'm going back. I'm getting scared.
I'm here. I'm at the gate.
Where are you guys?
Bad.
We snuck in and killed a couple of spiders.
Okay, I'm coming to that area, but I don't have the smooth metal key. I can find it.
Oh, did
Do
you
they
talk to the halfling?
Yeah, I did. Oh, never mind. Okay, you just opened the door for me. Who needs it? Hey, what's
There
up?
you go.
Do the monsters
Can you talk to
repop
her?
here?
We'll find out. Did everybody see job up?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
Hey, is there a way to hide the UI at this
F9.
point?
F9? Oh, nice.
Oh,
Good
man.
question,
I'm gonna
Nathan.
play-
Thank you.
I'm gonna play
Good
no
footage.
UI.
That is sweet.
footage.
Everybody get a sweet shot of Joppa here.
Ogre's in the way. I know what it's like to be short.
Now, is this Joppa, is this character a Pantheon?
Like, is
Is
this a
Celestial?
celestial?
What?
Is this a celestial? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, yeah.
No, this is a max level Dire Lord with max tier armor with an artifact that would be giving me some form of celestial aspect, if you will. So I'm not a celestial, but I have some celestial life flowing through me, you could say.
Not a
Is that a
god, just
GM?
godlike.
That's a GM only thing, or that's something a Dire Lord can aspire for?
This is something a Dire Lord can aspire to.
Wow.
Very cool.
So cool. Sweet.
You need a good dose of Pantheon is a high fantasy game. So it's good to see things like this. I think it'll be reassuring and encouraging and exciting to see things like this, to know that, there's some really cool stuff to reach for.
Totally.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. That's awesome.
I've still yet to see someone find the dark secret in Diogratius's area, and I don't think.
Oh, you can't say that now. I got to go back and check. Oh, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Saying it. Like, even internally, nobody's found it yet.
Really? Wow.
Interesting.
Oh, jeez.
Well, maybe Ronik has it. I know he's careful to comb, through everything.
Yep.
We got a pyrophobic creeper. Does anyone want to use a torch? Or we just